before us. Then he said to the Pharisees, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath rather than to do evil, to save life rather than to destroy it? But they remained silent, looking around at them with anger and grieved at their hardness of heart. Jesus said to the man, stretch out your hand. He stretched it out, and it was restored. The Pharisees went out and immediately took counsel with the Herodians against him to put him to death. The Hebrew word that is the root of the words justice, judge, and judgment is mishpat. Mishpat implies a specific kind of judgment. Biblical justice means justice for the poor, for the powerless, for the oppressed, and for the victim. This is the kind of justice that is encoded in the law of Moses. In today's gospel, Jesus confronts those who have spent their entire lives studying the law. And he asks them, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath rather than to do evil, to save life rather than to destroy it? His question gets right to the heart of the vocation of law. Law is intended to do good by saving life rather than to do evil by destroying life. We come here today to the Department of Justice, which also is full of people who have spent their entire lives studying the law. And we say that by allowing for the unjust detention and torture of people in Guantanamo, Abu Ghraib, Bagram, Kandahar, and other acknowledged and covert U.S. and allied jails and prisons all over the world, that the Department of Justice is a victimizer rather than a defender of the victims. The Department of Justice has betrayed its high calling. The purpose of law is to nourish life. But the Department of Justice has instead allowed the law to foster the torture, maiming, traumatizing, and killing of human beings detained at Guantanamo and elsewhere. To put national security before the good and the life of any human being cripples us all. Any law that protects the violence done to captive people who are unarmed and cornered